guys, got my sling off, so we are taking care of the animals without that today, but still can't do the heavy lifting, so we will be relying on mostly my left arm, but being careful with it as well. So we're going to move the turkeys. So we're going to move them as I'll be relying on my left arm. I've been only wearing the sling when I'm doing major stuff like this, but trying to make sure that I'm not using it. Today is going to be a little harder, but I need to be able to move it, because if you leave it stationary too long, what I've learned from past is that you get, it heals, but it makes it stiff and it doesn't heal right. You'll actually have less movement out of that arm than you did before. So we're going to go ahead and move these turkeys, and they're looking beautiful. So I got to get the stuff out of here. They were out and free this morning because I did chores so quickly Sunday morning. This is Monday. Because, you know, we got to get to church. And so I think I didn't latch it all the way, or this Tom has figured out how to release it. There's a little wire right here. You guys can probably see it right here. He may have learned how to do that. They're not very smart birds, so I doubt that. It was probably an error on my behalf. Now, these Toms are beautiful, lovely birds, but no, you're not coming out. He really wants to wander. But the dogs are out here, so you won't like that. We're due for dispatch at this time. So because these are not heritage breed birds, you have to dispatch them. This is the point where they're big enough. They're perfect for, and you can see how big they are compared to that feeder. So that's a 5-gallon feeder. So imagine how big he is. You let them get any bigger than this, they get miserable and they have trouble walking. All the stuff that you see, those big, huge turkeys in the grocery store. You don't want them that big, because their quality of life really goes down at this point, because this is a meat breed, not a heritage breed, that are naturally going to stay lighter. They're fed meat food at this point. I've backed off of the meat food because I don't want them to grow much bigger. I want to slow down on their growth, but they will still, because they're a meat breed, keep on packing on the weight. I have experienced this. I tried to save a meat breed bird back when I was a little more ignorant on this stuff, and it doesn't work out. You have to dispatch the bird. They'll die a painful, natural death, but painful. They'll be very unhappy, and it's just not fair to the birds. So dispatching them humanely is the best thing for them. Right, Tom? His name's not Tom. I'm just calling him Tom because he's a Tom. Get out of there. Get out of there, Bubba. No eating the food. You'll make you sick. So I better get moving them. The pigs are calling me. Thank God that tractor is so easy to move with the one arm. No affiliation, I just love the tractor. This is an Alumacube, and We got it where we get our organic food from Kofi, our Kentucky Farm and Feed International. That's where we get our food, and that's where we got this tractor. No affiliation to them. They're an Amish company, and we just love them. Okay. Gonna have to get some more food in there. You guys can hear the pigs. They're going nuts, so. Hi, Reba. Okay, Reba, I hear you. Are you hungry, honey? I know I'm like 10 minutes late. 10 minutes late, honey. Here, we'll feed you on your feeder upside down. At least it's not on the ground. Well, some of it's on the ground because you guys are messy eaters. But anyways, their water is working great. They they have a mini molt. I mean, they drink out of it, and when they drink out of it, it drips quite a bit. So this is where they're making like a little wallow for themselves, but they can't get enough water in there that it's a huge wallow problem. This has been working out fantastic, so I will leave a link to the video and to the nipples. Those nipples weren't cheap, but they're not plastic, they're hard metal, and they don't drip when they're not drinking out of them, which you guys can see that. It's working out fantastic. It's a lot better. Saves, cuts my time down a huge amount, and cuts my. Oh, I've got 2 chickens out. Barney and his girl. Anyways, cuts my time out of being in here quite a bit, which, as these guys get bigger, is only it's safer. It's just safer. So so they'll get some eggs with that, but that's it. And we'll give them a little more water in there. So I always leave that on to make sure that I'm all the water is drained out of the hose, and that I've actually turned off the well nozzle. Okay, let's go give them some water. And then we'll deal with these chickens that are out. It's just Barney and one of the Buff Orpington's feathers. Because I have a feeling the Buff Orpington got out and Barney went out to save the chicken. Okay. Hi, Barney. Hi, Barney. Morning, Fred. Let's get you guys taken care of. Yeah. I need to go get some scissors and take care of that buff when I catch her. He's going crazy in here. There we go, fresh water, fresh food. There you go, chicken. Oh, you are going to be a rooster. See those darker feathers coming in on the top? These are rooster feathers. Yep. Okay. Somebody else? Come on, Bern. Fred, be nice to Barney. Be nice to Barney. I know you want some eggs already, don't you? Okay, no broody hens today. That's exciting. But not that many eggs. And when the eggs look like that, those are the ones the pigs get. But just 5 eggs today. I'm going to keep that. That's kind of cool. You can see that would be Fred's feathers right in the back. It looks like he's going to get some more gorgeous, and they're greenish color that are coming in, so that's going to be pretty. Barney doesn't have that much of a plume, but he's definitely a rooster. Okay. So, I'm going to grab half our eggs. Here, pig. I gotta go turn off that water. Yep, it's overflowing. There we go. Hey, pigs. Yeah, look what you've done to your feeder. Yep. Okay, there you go. Here, Reba. Reba. There you go. There you go. Okay. So they got plenty of water. And hopefully I'm going to need all this line to get over here. Fred, Barney, honey, go inside. Go inside. Go inside. Go inside. Here. Go inside. Go inside. There we go. There we go. Well, let's see if I can get this buff Orpington in here. Stupid broom sage. That looks like sumac. No more sumac there. Got some passion vine back there. Random tomato plant. Sorry, I'm educating myself on these things, and so I keep on reminding myself of what they are as I walk by them. There we go. There we go. Oh, look at you, right on my hand. Pig. Pig. Oh. Oh yes. Oh. Okay, girl. You dropped most of it. Okay, that's all I have for you. I'm sorry. Look, it's empty. Empty. Yep, empty. Yep, sorry, you guys need to get down off the fence. No more for you. I'm sorry. Do I look like a food machine? Huh? Do I look like a food machine? You guys need to wash your face. Wash your face off a little bit. Got some eye goobers. There we go. Spray you off a little bit. Does that feel good? You need some more. They got a lot of dirt on their face. Okay. You want some more? Is that what you want? Yeah. You come back for some more to cool down? There you go, my girl. Yeah. More? Yeah, she likes it. She likes it. There she is. She's eating there. Yeah. You just get the dirt off your face. Yeah. You like it on your backs, don't you? You don't mind it on your backs at all. Nobody likes to get sprayed in the face. Yeah. There you go. I wanted to leave you with a little bit of word of wisdom. The other night I was in Diva in the Dirt's live, Maureen Washington. She was talking about what motivates you, and what motivates me to keep on going is just the very fact that, you know, the state of our nation, learning how to be sustainable, I think right now is really good. Even though it's not cost effective, it doesn't, you're not saving money doing your life this way. What you're saving is your health. You're taking ownership of what you eat and take in. You are being a responsible animal owner, making sure that the product that you eat is taken care of as well as possible and dispatched as humanely as possible. And so the quality of the product, they're fed all organic foods, they're taken care of very well, and they're not crammed in a cage that's too tight. Now these pigs are in a smaller area, but they get deep bedding, so they're not walking around in their manure. Their manure is covered up every day by wood chips. That's why I have that pile of wood chips. I'll bring a bucket. You saw earlier, I have a bucket right there, and wood chips are nice and light, so I can go get my bucket of wood chips over here and just sprinkle it on top of the manure load. So we're keeping that stink down, keep the flies down, all of that good stuff. Now another thing is, one of the things that I brought up, and something that's really been on my heart a lot lately, is living with intention. Being intent about meaning being purposeful about your life. Doing things on purpose and not just by accident. Doing your homework and your research on taking care of your animals, your garden, making sure that you're doing the research of how much water it needs, how to grow that plant, how much food these guys need to have a healthy animal, to make sure that you're not just, okay, I feed them every day, and if they're not getting skinny, then I know that they're healthy. No, how much food actually makes a healthy product for you to eat. That is better for your animal, it's better for me. If I research how much I eat and how much I control my weight, obviously, I do a not so better job of that. because I like food. That's another reason why we grow our own food, is because we like healthy food. This year I grew onions, and it was the first year that I actually hit the mark. I struggled with onions, and onions are not an easy thing to grow because they require a lot of nitrogen to grow big, a lot of water. And so just knowing what that balance is, um, almost every person has to discover it for themselves because you're growing in a specific area. Um, and knowing what that magic, what it looks like in each stage where your onion's growing. So just being more intentional, making sure you do your research now. Um, when you live purposeful and you really do your research on what you're doing, um, that's why it's important when you're watching videos of what people are doing here on YouTube, take the time to watch the whole video, because they could say something in that video that is the key to what you're trying to do, to what product you're trying to grow, what agricultural product you're trying to grow. It can make a huge difference. So really pay attention to the videos that people are putting out. There's a lot of, we just watch a couple minutes on YouTube, when that is only going to give you a tidbit of the information. I'm guilty of it myself, so I understand. You just, when there's so much information out there, pay attention to what the people that are out there that are really teaching you stuff. Pay attention to what they're actually saying in those videos. If they're a good grower and they're producing a lot of good food, really pay attention to them, because they're really going to show you how they accomplish that. There's some fake people on YouTube too. There's some people that bring in produce from the grocery store and say they grew it. So if their food is looking like something from the grocery store, unless they're a grower themselves that are growing for grocery stores, don't pay attention to those people. Pay attention to the people that are producing a lot of good food, and the quality is, if they have bruises on their food or bug bites, they're a real organic grower. If they have no bruises on their food and they're not willing to show you the imperfect fruit or the imperfect food, I wouldn't pay attention to them, because your food is not going to look perfect. So don't get overwhelmed if it doesn't look like the grocery store. So especially the first time or the third time you grow. We're just living in a time where the prices of things are getting so expensive in the store. I think it's starting to balance out now. What we're doing here is going to be close to what, are a little bit less even than what the grocery store is. When I grow something from seed, I am saving money. I'm saving a lot of money. So the more you can learn to grow from seed and not buy starts, the more money you're going to save. So anyways, I'm just kind of rambling, but what I really wanted to say is making sure that you be purposeful with your life. In everything you do, be purposeful. Be purposeful with your children, with your family, with your husband. Be purposeful with your livestock. Be purposeful with your garden. Be purposeful in life, and you will see growth. You will see growth. And when you really pay attention, if you're getting overwhelmed, slow down and pick 2 crops. Last year for me, it was onions and garlic, and I succeeded. I succeeded. And every year that I really get purposeful about a harvest, about a fruit, about certain things, growing certain things, make sure that you really cut down on the number of things that you're trying to be purposeful so you don't get overwhelmed. But pick a couple crops every year. This year we're doing pigs, so we're learning a lot about pigs. Before these pigs came out here, I was in that classroom, I was in that waiting room, as Roots and Refuge likes to say, and I was really learning a lot about this animal before it came on our property. And what I learned, that isn't explained very well. Justin Rhodes kind of hinted at it, but he didn't explain it very well. Is that I learned that these kind of pigs are not something I want to pasture raise because I am the one who's doing all that work on our homestead. If my husband was home, we might try that, but they are too powerful of an animal for me, and they're not as gentle as I expected them to be, to pasture raise them myself. Now, if I was raising a kuni or something like that, I would probably try pasture raising them. They're a lot more milder animal, easier to move. Um, these are very food motivated animals. I do not go in that um, holding pen for these pigs without dropping some food. And that's what I've learned to do. If I want to, before we had a trough for water in there, um, when I discovered I either need a pig board to back them off so that they don't rush at me. I have been nibbled on by these guys. Um, or I need to put food down to distract them. And that's what I learned this year. That was something that wasn't in a book. So if you really prepare yourself before you take on an animal, um, you're halfway there, but not fully way there. Justin Rhodes, thank God for him and how much he teaches. But one thing that he didn't kind of put out there, we're thinking smaller animals to start with. He would say start with cows and chickens, not pigs. Pigs are not your easiest start to start with. Um, if you're going to start with a pig first, start with a more milder animal. So anyways, that's all I have to say. But I really want you guys to think purposeful, living that purposeful life and being intentional with what you're doing and how you're doing it. Do your homework. If you're not on the internet, maybe a book is a good resource instead of looking on the internet. Maybe finding out how to raise, because raising an animal humanely as possible is what we want to do here on the homestead. And so, pasture raised turkeys over there. Our chickens, we don't raise them on pasture. We could with that chicken coop, but we give them deep bedding. We give our pigs deep bedding because it's not something that I'm comfortable raising on pasture. So that keeps them healthy. Putting them on that deep bedding keeps them healthy. So anyways, thank you for coming today. God bless you guys, and we'll see you next time here on Hedgehogs Homestead. I hope you enjoyed this video. And remember, God is in control, and He is good. Thank you for watching. Bye.